Hello again and welcome to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by upshiftstore.co.uk and digitalmotorsports.com. This is round 4 from Redbull Ring in Austria. We've got race 2 coming up for you now. So let's get straight to the action and straight to the grid. So this is based on the finishing results from race 1. So on pole position we've got Warwolf, we've got TCC in second. Third it's Flash, Jim Bob in fourth, Dan Bailey in fifth. In sixth it's Seamus, Brian Mancani in seventh, Potsy in eighth, Excalibur in ninth, Firepower 10th, Angry Man in 11th, Ginger in 12th, and Pablo in 13th. He's come in as a late substitute for Thomas, who, as you know, disappeared in race 1, couldn't make race 2, so Pablo's coming in his place. So thank you to Pablo. As you can see, a bit of a mix of tyres, mainly going with the mediums in this race, with the exception of Flash, who's sticking with the softs again. So let's get straight to the action then and see how this one goes. So nice and bright out there now for race 2, middle of the day. Brake lights are on, that means the revs are up. It means the race is about to start. And there we go, we're off. Great start from Jim Bob, it looked like. Got a good pull away there, but Warwolf takes them up to the turn 1. TCC there too though. But just about holds on together, both of them. Oh, a little bit squiggly from Warwolf, all just takes TCC and TCC dropping back. Warwolf is slowing down to try and give him the place back, and actually it's actually getting in his way, so he can't get past him. So he didn't really give the place back there, but in fairness, the intention was there. So, but anyway, they drop all the way back to 8th TCC and Warwolf back to 6th. So not a great start there. So let's go back to the front then and see what's happening. So Flash takes up the lead then. So Flash in the Corvette, already with quite a nice healthy lead over Brian Mancani in second. Oh, a little bit slidey from Flash round the right-hander there, but looks like he's still got it under control, that's fine. So Brian Mancani then trying to chase him down with Jim Bob in third, closely followed by, well I was going to say followed by Seamus, but basically followed by the next 3 or 4 cars. So Seamus in fourth, Excalibur 5th, Dan Bailey 6th, Warwolf into 7th. So what a great little battle here this is, and Seamus really being hounded by Excalibur now. Excalibur putting on the pressure big time. But then Seamus is also looking for Jim Bob, but looking for third place, so let's just stick with this. So come round to complete lap 1, just final turn now. Oh, Excalibur really has got past Seamus, so Excalibur's looking really quick in this race too. Orbit gets a slight penalty for just running a little bit wide, pulls out to the right hand side, so he's going to lose a spot to Seamus, I think. He will do, yeah he does, drops that down to 5th. TCC might also take him and gets through, just ghosts, but that's fine. Dan gets through too, so Excalibur back to 7th. Then we've got Warwolf in 8th, Angry Man in 9th, Pablo 10th. So Pablo going up to 10th there with Firepower, 11th, Ginger 12th. And then Potts at the back in 13th. So there's quite a few cars in the mix already, early doors. So Flash at front then is still keeping quite a nice gap between him and Brian Mancani, but them two just seems to be stretching it out from the rest of the field now, so it's kind of between them two at the front at the moment. So Brian Mancani's going to do everything he can to go onto the back of Flash in the Genesis. Now has he got the pace to get onto the back of Flash? That's the question. I mean, there's plenty of time obviously, so it does look like he's catching in fairness, but certainly these two have stretched them out at the front there. So they're really going for it. So third place is Seamus. So he did get past Jim Bob. So Seamus up into third. Jim Bob still close behind him, fourth. And then this huge gaggle of cars behind. So it's Excalibur fifth. Dan Bailey sixth. Warwolf having a look. It's got up the upside of Dan Bailey. Can he get there? I think he might be, you know. Dan Bailey with a small penalty. Just must have cut the corner a little bit there. TCC gets up there as well into 7th. But Warwolf now up to 6th. TCC's following everywhere he goes, but Angry Man having a look as well. So Angry Man up the inside of TCC. Has he got there? He has got there. Great move from Angry Man. Someone's got a penalty in front there. Who was that? Well, a couple of them actually. It's Excalibur again with a penalty, but Angry Man gets through. Warwolf with one as well. It's just scrubbing that one off. So Angry Man up to 6th. So good driving from Angry Man at the moment. TCC's not giving up though. He's going to be right on him as they come up this fast section to the tight hairpin right-hander. Stick with this for a second. It's nothing's changed up the top. So does TCC have a look at Angry Man? Well, they certainly have a look. Can he get it? Can he get past? It's neck and neck round there. Angry Man with a great drive out of there. He does stick in 6, so he does stay there, Angry Man. Good driving between the two of them. Nice and clean. Pablo up to 8th, so Pablo doing well, and Firepower up to 9th too. So they've both made up a couple of spots early doors too, so TCC still hounding Angry Man in 6th. Now can you get him down here on this next left-hander? No, not close enough. So he remains in 7th, TCC, so back behind him we've got Pablo in 8th, Firepower chasing him down in 9th. And then Warwolf back in 10th after that penalty that he had to get rid of, and Ginger behind him in 11th, so Ginger closing in. Now I think Dan's gone right back to 12th, so I'm not too sure what happened there. Maybe Dan had a penalty that he had to scrub off. I think I remember seeing him one actually. And then Potsy in 13th, so I think that's what that was, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. So back up with Firepower, going to stay with this because Warwolf's right on the back of him. Warwolf's going to have a look up the start or finish. He's up the side of Firepower, he's going to get him up the top here, I think. In fact, he's probably already passed him. He is, he's gone up into 9th now, Warwolf. So gets in front of Firepower. Ginger having a look at Firepower too, so Ginger in the mix here too. All go, both run a bit wide, Firepower and Warwolf, and Ginger's going to take advantage, goes right up the inside of both of them, gets into 9th. Great move there from Ginger. So it looks like he's having a better race this race. Had a terrible race run really by his standards, I would say. And I'm sure he'll agree, a little flash of his lights. So Firepower now into 10th. Oh, and a squiggle from Firepower, just gets the back end a bit loose. So he might lose a little bit of momentum there. Warwolf might take advantage of that, and Dan Bailey's not far off too. Potsy up the rear there. So I'm going to stick with this a second because Firepower looks like he's hunting down Ginger. Not quite at the moment. So it's all pretty much the same up there. So let's get straight back to the front and see what's happening. So Flash. Yeah, comfortable out there now. So it's Flash and Brian Moncani is. There he is in the background now. With big lead now. So these two have increased the gap. It's pretty comfortable for both of them at the moment. It's like they're on a Sunday drive out to the paper shop. Down to the shops, get some groceries. It's really nice and easy out there, got no pressure whatsoever. So Brian and Moncani in 2nd. Seamus still in 3rd, small penalty to get rid of, but he's got a bit of a gap behind him, so he should be able to get rid of that without losing too much time in any other places, although Excalibur's going to have a say in that, because he, as I said earlier, looks a bit pacey as well. You know, he's had a couple of penalties he's had to scrub off, which is why he's back down in 4th, and Seamus does scrub it off, so Excalibur will be right up him now. Coming around this right-hander. It's a slow corner, first, second gear corner that one. As they now come along the fast back straight. Jim Bob not too far behind, and TCC in 6th as well. So a few cars looking sort of 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th places, all fighting now. So Seamus with a bit of a slide. Excalibur now. Got a better drive out of there, so he should be on the back of Seamus now. So it's Excalibur. Can he get himself up into 3rd position? Right on the back of Seamus now, is he? Yes, he is. Oh, he's going to get him up the inside. He's certainly looking for it. Good drive from Excalibur. Gets him. Can he? No. Seamus just covers it there. He's right up him. He's going to get him down here for sure. In fact, he's going to have the pace in that Mustang to get past the BM, I would have thought. Up here to this right-hander. See who's latest on the brakes. Oh, Excalibur certainly well. I don't even know if he did brake, but certainly done that well. So good move from Excalibur into 3rd. Seamus will stick with him now, and Jim Bob still fighting it out with TCC behind them, and it's neck and neck over the line there. So TCC is going to have a look, see if he can get himself up into 5th, and in fact he already has, just by a nose. Got the inside line, gets through, great move, good driving. Oh, and A little bit out of shape. It's going to give Jim Bob the encouragement to get past again, and he does. Slightest little error where you get the power down too quickly, the back end squirms out like that, and you lose all your momentum and drive. And Jim Bob thought, yeah, well, I'll a bit of that then. So it's exactly what he done. Angry Man in 7th. Trying to get himself back onto the back of TCC. A good drive from Angry Man. There's Ginger, Warwolf, Dan Bailey, and Pablo. So let's have a look at this battle still, but this battle here, I think, is the one to be looking at the moment. Oh, neck and neck as they come round that right hand, a little sweeping right hander now. The next left. Jim Bob's on the inside, so he should be able to do a little tag, but it was a bit of understeer actually from TCC. I don't think it was Jim Bob that done that. So again, good driving between the two of them. Oh, and almost straight lined it there, TCC. Great through there. Literally straight lined it, which is why he's got why he's right up the back of Jim Bob now. Jim Bob with his indicator going. I don't think he's going to be turning left at any point. He's obviously flicked the switch. But never mind about that. So Jim Bob still in 5th. TCC chasing him down. As you can see, Seamus still in 4th. With Excalibur in 3rd. The other front two are still back out in front. It looks like the gap's actually closed in a bit up the top. Let's just have a quick look. So, yeah, Brian McCartney has definitely closed that gap on Flash. So let's see. Can Brian McCartney get himself up into 1st place with what 6 minutes left of the race? Plenty of time to get himself up there. And he fancies it, you know. If he get close enough and get himself into the slip at some point. There's a couple of areas where you can get into the slips and long straights. That was one of them that they've just been along, but a couple of fast straights in the first section of this layout, and if he can get himself close enough to the back of Flash, could get him with a chance of getting in the lead. But Flash doing well at the moment, just appears to be holding him off and still quite comfortable up there. So let's just go back and have another look up top a minute, go back to that TCC battle, and he's gone past. Yeah, he's got past Jim Bob, so TCC up to 5th. So Jim Bob 6th, Angry Man still in 7th, with Warwolf closing him down in 8th. Ginger being hounded by Dan, so Ginger 9th, Dan in 10th. Pablo still in 11th. Potsy's made a place on Firepower, who's dropped to the back now. So Firepower, I missed it, but something's happened. He's got to the back there, so that will annoy Firepower because he was looking good in the race, but now he's got to try and do it all again, get himself back up a few places, but we'll have to wait and see. So back up top then, so Flash. Brian Moncani still battling it out, and Brian Moncani is as close as he's been now for the entire race, so he's right on him. So if he can get a good exit out of this right-hander, which he does, he's got a good chance now to get into the slip, and this section that I was telling you about, and he's in now. Now if he can get a good drive and stay there, he can pop out the other end, get himself on the inside for the next right-hander. We could look for the switch back, or we could even go around the outside, little tag, but no big there, no big problem there, so just remains in 2nd. That would have been a tough place to go around the outside there, but he certainly tried it. So Flash still sticks out there, stays out in front. Brian Moncani sticking his nose out. I'm going to stay with these because this is for the lead of the race after all. Everything else as it was, I believe, behind it is, yeah. So I'm going to stick with this as we approach the last 2-3 minutes. So we've probably got maybe another couple of laps of the race. So it's hotting up now at the front. Flash has led it up to this point. From start to this point now, he's been out in front, and Brian Moncani is going to have a say in it though, that's for sure. Either way, it's certainly going to be, runs a bit wide there, Flash now. Will you get a penalty for that? Because sometimes you get out there red stuff, the game will give you a penalty, and there you go. Thought he might. So now that will mean that Brian Moncani is going to take up the lead, because he will have to scrub that off. Now he could scrub it off here without actually losing the place if he's clever enough. Oh, and he nearly did, and he nearly got it, and still remains in first, so actually did that quite well. He's got a really tiny little piece to get rid of now, which he can probably get down in the next right-hander too, can get rid of it there. And in fact, he did slow Brian Mulcahy up a bit, so in fact, did well there to keep him behind him. But all the time he's got that hanging over his head, that red penalty, just gives him something else to think about, and he's got enough to think about with Brian Mulcahy right on his tail. So let's see how see what happens here as they come to the closing stages of this race. I mean, we are on, well, there will be one more lap. There should be just about enough time to get one more lap in. So Brian Mulcahy really puts the power down now. He's right on the back of him. Flash with that small penalty is still going to have to end. Brian gets past him easy actually in the end. Brian Mulcahy just slips past him up the inside of the right hand. Oh, was that a little tag from Flash? I think he might have just tagged the back of Brian Mulcahy, but they remain in the same positions. Flash is going to have to just get rid of that, is he? And he hasn't really got rid of it, but oh yes he has. He has got rid of it, so there's not much of it left of it. He still should have got rid of that, all of it really. So it does take up the lead again going into this final lap. But Brian Mulcahy's not going to have any of that, and he takes back up the lead again and is on the inside. This is the final lap now, and there we go, the penalty's gone now, so Flash does get rid of it and goes a little bit and stays in front, and this is a great battle between these two. So a few of the others have finished because they didn't get this lap in time, but we've got six other drivers who are there who's managed to get through for one more lap. So Brian Mulcahy's still battling it out. It's going to go right down to the wire here. Brian Mulcahy good, gets himself on the inside again. Flash is going to just have to sit behind him here. He's got no way, he's got no choice. Brian Mulcahy, has he been clever enough to just sit there, or get up to the back of him, sit there and just wait and bide his time? And has he done that to perfection? And it looks like he may well have, and he might be in for a victory here tonight, Brian Mulcahy, for race 2, because he's pulling away from Flash a bit. So it looks like Brian Mulcahy will take victory in race 2. So as they head around the final bend, so it will be Brian Mulcahy in first. Congratulations. Flash in second. Excalibur will come in third. And it's TCC fourth. Seamus with a good fifth. Jim Bob in sixth. Then we've got Warwolf seventh. Angry Man eighth. Ginger ninth. Dan in 10th. Firepower 11th. Pablo 12th. And Potsy at the back in 13th. So that's your race 2 for you. So see you again soon for race 3. Hope you can make it, and I'll see you then.